Ladies and gentlemen, what if I told you that you were chosen for greatness? That within you lies a power so unique, so profound, that only you can carry out the mission for which you were born. Do you feel that energy? That whisper inside your heart? That drive that keeps you going no matter what? It's not random. It's not by accident. You are here for a reason, and you are meant for greatness. But with this power, this calling, comes responsibility. There are things you must guard, things you must protect, things you should never reveal to anyone. Why? Because the world is full of distractions, negativity, and people who can drain the very life force from your dreams. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 things that you, as God's chosen ones, should never reveal to anyone. Embracing your divine purpose is about understanding that you are created for something greater than just existing. Every individual has a unique calling, a path that they are meant to walk, something that aligns with their strengths, passions, and deep inner desires. Too often, we get caught up in the noise of life, chasing after what others think is important, what society tells us is the way to go, or what we believe we should be doing because of external pressures. But the truth is, when you tap into your divine purpose, you realize that nothing is more fulfilling than aligning yourself with the plan that was designed specifically for you. From the moment you were born, you were destined for greatness. The very fact that you are alive means you have a unique role to play in this world. However, recognizing your divine purpose doesn't always come easy. It requires introspection, deep self-awareness, and a willingness to trust in something bigger than yourself. Your purpose is not something you need to find through external validation or approval. It is already embedded within you, waiting to be recognized and nurtured. The key is to tune into your inner voice, to listen to the quiet whispers that guide you toward the things that light you up, make you feel alive, and give you a sense of fulfillment. Many people spend their lives in search of purpose, often feeling lost or disconnected because they're seeking it in the wrong places. They look for meaning in material achievements, titles, or the expectations of others, but purpose cannot be bought or defined by external factors. True purpose is an internal compass that directs you to live in a way that resonates with your deepest values and aligns with the desires placed within your heart. It's that feeling of doing something you were born to do, a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond worldly success. When you begin to embrace your divine purpose, you'll notice that your energy shifts. You become more focused, more aligned, and more attuned to the opportunities that present themselves in your life. The obstacles that once seemed insurmountable become challenges to overcome, and the setbacks become lessons that push you closer to your true self. When you are walking in alignment with your divine purpose, everything in your life starts to fall into place. Not because the road is without difficulty, but because you have a deeper sense of meaning and direction. However, embracing your divine purpose is not a one-time event. It is a continuous process, one that requires growth, learning, and refinement. There will be times when you doubt yourself, when the path seems unclear, and when you question if you're truly on the right track. But in those moments, you must trust the journey. You must trust that your divine purpose is guiding you, even when the road is difficult and uncertain. The more you embrace this journey, the more you'll begin to see the fruits of your labor manifest in ways you never imagined. Embracing your divine purpose is about surrendering to a higher calling, accepting that you are here for a reason, and believing in your ability to fulfill that purpose. It's about aligning yourself with the truth of who you are and stepping into the greatness that has always been waiting for you. When you do this, you will find yourself living a life that is more meaningful, more fulfilling, and more aligned with the deepest desires of your soul. Your vision is the manifestation of your soul's deepest desires, a unique expression of who you are and what you are meant to achieve in this world. It is sacred because it is a direct reflection of your true purpose and the potential you have within you. While the world may offer you countless paths, trends, and distractions, your vision remains constant, steady, and unshakable when you allow yourself to fully embrace it. It's not just a goal or a fleeting dream. It's a blueprint for your life that guides you toward the fulfillment of your highest potential. To reveal it to the wrong people or allow doubt and fear to cloud it is to dishonor the very essence of who you are. Your vision is sacred because it is yours alone. No one else can hold it, understand it, or pursue it with the same passion and determination that you can. It is the personal directive that God has placed within you. It calls you to rise above limitations and see a reality that hasn't yet materialized. This vision is more than an idea. It is a force, a spark that drives you to act and creates a sense of urgency in your spirit. When you truly understand the sacred nature of your vision, you begin to treat it with the respect it deserves. You no longer let it be an afterthought or something that gets buried under the weight of other people's opinions or expectations. Instead, you honor it, protect it, and guard it with everything you have. At times, the world may try to shake you off course. People around you may not understand the depth of your vision or the audacity of your dreams. They may question your intentions, offer their doubts, or even ridicule what you are striving for. But this is when your vision becomes even more sacred. It is in these moments that your commitment to your purpose must shine the brightest. You cannot afford to let the opinions of others deter you from your path. You cannot allow the voices of doubt to cloud the clarity of the vision that has been entrusted to you. Your vision is a part of who you are, and it's not meant for everyone to understand. It's meant for you to live out with full conviction and unwavering belief. As you move forward in the pursuit of your vision, it's important to protect it from those who may try to diminish its power. There are some who will attempt to pour cold water on your dreams, telling you that it's too ambitious or unrealistic, but you must remember, your vision is sacred. The more you allow others to poke holes in it, the more you risk losing sight of its beauty and strength. Keep it close. Cultivate it in silence if necessary until it grows strong enough to stand on its own. The world will eventually see it, but it is not for the world to validate it. It's for you to walk it into existence. All vulnerability is cowardice. It's your invisible self. And when you don't recognize the self, every step you take toward your vision adds to its sacredness. It's a living, breathing entity that responds to your commitment and action. The more you nurture it, the more you will see its influence on your life and the lives of others. You will begin to see how your vision shapes not only your destiny, but also the world around you. It is sacred because it is transformative. It has the power to change everything, but it requires your full attention, your unwavering belief, and your relentless pursuit. When you protect and honor your vision, it will lead you to places you never thought possible. Your energy is one of the most powerful resources you have. It shapes your reality, influences your decisions, and determines the trajectory of your life. It's an invisible force that flows through you, affecting everything from your physical health to your emotional well-being and even the way you interact with the world. But just as energy can propel you forward, it can also be drained and depleted if you don't guard it carefully. In a world full of distractions, negativity, and people who are constantly trying to take from you, it's crucial to be intentional about where you invest your energy. When you guard your energy, you are essentially protecting your peace, your focus, and your overall well-being. Not everyone or everything deserves access to your inner world. There are people, situations, and environments that will sap your strength, leaving you feeling exhausted, frustrated, or defeated. Negative energy, whether it comes from toxic relationships, unproductive environments, or self-doubt, has a way of infiltrating your life and slowly eroding your vitality. This is why it's so important to be mindful of who you allow into your space and how much of yourself you give away. You must protect your energy as if it were a precious gift, because in many ways it is. The first step in guarding your energy is to become aware of where it is being drained. Take a moment to assess the people and situations in your life. Are there relationships that leave you feeling drained, negative, or anxious? Do certain environments or events take more from you than they give? Being conscious of where your energy is going allows you to set boundaries and make decisions that serve your highest good. Not everyone deserves your attention, your time, or your emotional investment. You must learn to say no to people or situations that deplete you and say yes to things that nourish your soul, inspire you, and push you toward your goals. It's also vital to recognize that you are the custodian of your own energy. No one else can protect it for you. If you allow other people to dictate how you feel, or if you constantly give in to outside pressures, you are surrendering your power. This means being vigilant about your thoughts, your actions, and your emotional state. If you let negativity take root within you, it will spread like a wildfire, infecting your mind, your body, and your spirit. But when you guard your energy, you can maintain a positive, focused mindset that allows you to stay aligned with your purpose and your higher self. Part of guarding your energy is also knowing when to recharge. Just as you wouldn't drive a car without fueling it, you cannot continue to give energy without replenishing it. You must take time for self-care, for rest, and for activities that rejuvenate you, whether it's through meditation, exercise, spending time in nature, or simply having moments of quiet solitude. These practices allow you to replenish your energy reserves and maintain a high vibration. By nurturing yourself, you ensure that you have the strength to take on life's challenges, pursue your goals, and stay focused on what truly matters. When you guard your energy, you're taking control of your life. You become more discerning about what and who you allow into your space. You create an environment that nurtures your growth, your peace, and your sense of purpose. By protecting your energy, you empower yourself to show up as your best, most authentic self, able to contribute positively to the world around you without sacrificing your own well-being. Silence holds a power that many overlook in a world that constantly demands noise and activity. In a society where everyone seems to be speaking, sharing, and asserting their opinions, silence is often perceived as weakness or even emptiness. However, silence is one of the most profound tools you have at your disposal. It is not a passive state of inaction, but rather a powerful force that allows you to connect more deeply with yourself, with others, and with a higher purpose that guides you. The power of silence lies in its ability to create space for reflection, clarity, and inner peace, things that are often lost in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. When you embrace silence, you open the door to self-awareness. In moments of quiet, you can hear your own thoughts without distraction. The noise of the world fades away, allowing you to tune into your inner voice, the one that speaks to you with clarity and truth. This is the voice that aligns with your higher self, your deepest desires, and your true calling. In a world full of opinions and outside influences, silence helps you filter out the noise and reconnect with the essence of who you are. It's in these moments of solitude that you gain the clarity needed to make decisions that are aligned with your purpose rather than being swayed by external pressures or distractions. Silence also offers you the opportunity to listen deeply, both to others and to the world around you. In conversation, too often, we are focused on what we're going to say next rather than truly listening to the other person. Silence allows you to be present in the moment, to hear the unspoken words, to sense the energy behind what is being said. It's in these moments of quiet observation that we often gain the most insight. More and more often, I ask the question, silence allows you to be present in the moment. People reveal their true feelings and intentions not only through words, but through body language, tone, and energy. When you cultivate silence, you create the space to pick up on these subtle cues, which can guide your actions and decisions. The power of silence also lies in its ability to provide peace and healing. In a world that constantly pulls you in different directions, silence offers a sanctuary for rest and rejuvenation. It's in moments of stillness that you can reconnect with your breath, release tension, and restore balance to your mind and body. Silence creates an environment in which your nervous system can calm down, your thoughts can settle, and your heart can heal. This is essential for maintaining your energy and mental clarity, especially when faced with the challenges and demands of daily life. In a culture that often glorifies busyness, silence is a radical act of self-care. Moreover, silence is a form of strength. There is immense power in withholding your words, in choosing not to respond immediately, or in refraining from engaging in unnecessary conflict. In moments when others may try to provoke, silence allows you to retain control over your emotions and reactions. It gives you the space to choose your response thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. Silence is often the most powerful statement you can make. It's an act of discipline, of mastering your emotions and your mind, and of exercising your power over external circumstances. By embracing silence, you are aligning yourself with a deeper understanding of life. It's a reminder that not every moment needs to be filled with noise, that not every question needs an immediate answer, and that not every situation requires a reaction. Silence is where your strength is forged, where you find your peace, and where you reconnect with the truth of who you are. In silence, you become more attuned to the present moment and the divine wisdom that guides you. Trusting the process is a powerful mindset that allows you to navigate through the uncertainties and challenges of life with faith and patience. Life is often unpredictable, and the journey toward your goals is rarely a straight path. There are twists, turns, setbacks, and obstacles that may leave you questioning if you're on the right track. But trusting the process means embracing the journey, knowing that each step, whether it feels like a victory or a setback, is a necessary part of the growth and evolution that will ultimately lead you to your desired destination. When you trust the process, you release the need for immediate results and understand that success doesn't always come overnight. Many times we want things to happen fast, and when they don't, we start doubting our efforts or decisions or even our worth. However, the process is often slow and steady, requiring patience and consistency. The key is to stay the course, even when it feels like you're not making progress or when things seem uncertain. Trusting the process means having faith that every experience, every challenge, and every moment of doubt is part of a larger plan that is unfolding in your favor. Every step, no matter how small, is leading you closer to your goal. Trusting the process also involves understanding that growth often comes in the form of discomfort. The journey toward anything meaningful requires effort, sacrifice, and resilience. It is easy to want to avoid discomfort, to take the path of least resistance, but real growth happens when you push through the hard moments. The process will test your patience, your perseverance, and your ability to stay focused on the bigger picture. Trusting the process means knowing that even the difficult moments are valuable because they shape you into the person you need to become in order to handle the success you are working toward. Another important aspect of trusting the process is the ability to let go of the need for control. We often think that we must have everything figured out, that we need to control every detail of our lives in order to succeed. But the truth is, the more you try to control every aspect, the more you limit yourself. Life has a way of surprising us, of presenting opportunities or challenges that we never expected. When you trust the process, you surrender control and allow things to unfold as they are meant to. This doesn't mean you stop taking action or making decisions, but it means you let go of the need to micromanage every outcome. You trust that everything is working out for your highest good, even if it's not happening in the way you envisioned. Trusting the process also requires resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep going when things don't go as planned. You will face moments when you feel like giving up, when you wonder if all the hard work has been for nothing, but it's in these moments that your trust in the process is tested. If you can stay committed, if you can keep going even when you don't see immediate results, you will eventually experience the breakthroughs you've been working toward. Success is rarely linear, and the most successful people are often the ones who endure the longest and trust the longest. Trusting the process means knowing that your efforts are never wasted, even if the results aren't immediately visible. Trusting the process is about having faith in the journey and believing that everything is unfolding in its own perfect timing. It's about knowing that your growth, your dreams, and your success are not only achievable, but inevitable if you remain patient, persistent, and open to the lessons along the way. Life will test you, challenge you, and sometimes frustrate you, but as long as you trust the process, you will continue to move forward one step at a time toward the future you've envisioned. Trusting the process means having unwavering faith in the journey you're on. Even when it seems unclear or when the end result is not yet visible, life is a series of steps, each one leading you towards something greater, but those steps are not always predictable. Sometimes the path you are on will have unexpected detours, and you might not always understand why things are happening the way they are. This uncertainty can feel uncomfortable, even frustrating. But trusting the process requires you to believe that everything is unfolding as it should, even if you can't yet see the full picture. When you trust the process, you let go of the need for immediate results or quick fixes. In a world where instant gratification is often the norm, this can be one of the most difficult aspects of the journey. We want results now. We want to see the fruits of our labor right away. But the reality is that meaningful, lasting success often requires time, effort, and patience. Trusting the process is a commitment to the long-term vision, even when it feels like progress is slow or non-existent. It's about knowing that each step, no matter how small, is a necessary part of your growth. There are no shortcuts on the path to greatness. Moreover, trusting the process involves embracing the discomfort that comes with growth. Change is not easy. When you push towards something new, something bigger, you will encounter challenges. You will face moments of doubt and fear, and it will feel easier to quit. But it's in these moments that you must remind yourself that growth happens in the most challenging of circumstances. But trusting the process means understanding that the obstacles you face are not roadblocks, but rather stepping stones that help you become stronger, wiser, and more capable. Every challenge you face is helping to refine you, to make you better prepared for the success that is waiting for you at the end of the journey. Another critical part of trusting the process is accepting that you cannot control every outcome. We often want to control every aspect of our lives, from our careers to our relationships, and we believe that if we can just plan everything perfectly, we will get the result we desire. But the truth is, life is unpredictable. Things happen that are beyond our control, and sometimes the outcome you expect is not the one you receive. Being trusting the process is about surrendering the need for control and allowing the universe or whatever higher power you believe in to work its magic. When you let go of control, you allow room for opportunities and outcomes that you may not have even considered, but that are ultimately aligned with your growth and success. Trusting the process also means staying committed to your goals, even when the results are not immediate. There will be times when you feel discouraged, when you question whether your efforts are paying off, and when the road ahead feels uncertain. But the key to success is consistency. Even when you can't see the results, even when the progress feels slow, continuing to take action and stay committed is what will ultimately get you to where you want to be. Trusting the process is about having the belief that your consistent efforts will eventually yield the desired outcome. Sometimes success comes in waves, and you might not see the breakthroughs right away, but that doesn't mean you're not moving closer to your goal. In the end, trusting the process is a practice of faith, patience, and persistence. It's about believing that the journey you are on is leading you towards something greater, even when the road is difficult or unclear. It requires the courage to keep going, even when the finish line seems far away. When you trust the process, you align yourself with the natural flow of life, and you allow your efforts to unfold in their own perfect timing, knowing that success in its own time will come.